There we go.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. I was like, it's 10-second, guys. What are you doing?
Well, you pressed record
You just
this
like
time, so I figured you were the one
I
that was
did.
gonna be like, "Hi, hello."
Yeah, I know. I was like, I dropped the ball. I was like waiting. I'm like, what's happening? Like, I was just like trying to be helpful, and I'm not. It's not working.
I just thought you were taking charge on that. I was like, okay, she'll start it. She'll start it.
Thought I was, but then I like gave up. I was like, oh, okay, like fuck.
You like half did it. You like did it, and then you're like, okay, now Jessica got it. She'll say hi.
Yeah,
10
like,
seconds later.
Yeah. So like we'll just stare at each other. Like, oh.
We should do that in an unedited episode once. Like we all just the first 30 seconds, we just try to stay as still as possible. Just
I'll win.
Like we froze.
Like unedited.
Yeah, I know.
exclusive.
Dombey doesn't even fucking blink ever. Like the whole time we're doing conversations, I'm like, oh, did Dawn freeze? No, she's just sitting there, not fucking blinking. Like it's crazy.
Like a psychopath.
Yes.
Yeah, you are a psychopath. It's fine. It's
I think
cool.
we've already diagnosed you on a previous episode.
Yeah, I'm on the antisocial.
Yeah, we're not
spectrum, of course.
doctors. But
Yeah.
But like what's crazy is that sometimes I feel like I'm like antisocial. Like I'm like, oh, I'm fucking antisocial. But then like when I start talking to people I really like enjoy talking to, I'm like,
You do.
like I just can't. Yeah, like I'm like, oh, I fucking hate people. But then when I'm with the people I like people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Choosing
Yeah,
my
for
socialism.
me, it's just like the transition to being around people. It's like, oh, I don't want to like get ready to like go be around people. Then once I'm around them, it's like, oh yeah, no, I love this actually. So
Yeah, I missed it. I missed
I don't
it.
like any of it at all. Like I don't like getting ready. I don't like socializing. And like and it's weird because I do have such a like a huge presence kind of thing. Like when I'm in a group, people like flock to me, as you guys notice, and I don't know why. I swear to God, I don't know why. I don't give the essence of like, hey, come talk to me. No,
you do
I very much have
though,
the.
and I like I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
But
I have the like fuck off, don't talk to me face. Like, but
You don't
try.
though.
You
don't have
try,
a
but
bitch
you don't.
face.
don't try.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I'm just like
People
I
come
thought
up to you and they're like, wow, you
Like-
have such unique eyebrows.
right? I just grew them. I didn't even
God,
pay for them. I just grew them.
They're just natural. You're naturally you do though. You have like a very like comforting kind of look to you.
Fuck,
Like
I gotta
that,
work
like
on
your
it.
face, like you like even like your like at rest face is just like a comfort. Like you're somebody's like can come and talk to. I think because you like grade earlier in life, it's like you're someone's like older like
grandma.
Like you're like a little Bob.
You give off grandma vibes.
Yeah, like sweet grandma, like a bog witch to like help everybody's
Well,
problems.
I need to
Like
be
they
like
know
biker
you have
grandma.
snacks
Like,
in your
fuck.
purse. Yeah.
Yeah, like you're carrying
I
your
gotta
own
work on
candy.
it.
People know. You gotta work on it.
I do. Jessica, what are you drinking tonight?
I am drinking rum and Coke, Diet Coke. But
Woo, woo.
so we'll see if I'm too old for it. Like last time. Goes right to the head. So we will see.
Yes. Sonia, what are you drinking?
Water. Last day. Next time we record, don't you
She'll
worry.
have a
I'm
full
like
bottle of
all
rum to
out.
herself.
Next time we
Oh
should
my
do like
gosh, yeah,
shots.
next
Like I
time.
will do shots with you. Just
Okay, just shots. Gotta line them up. They're like, woo. Yeah, okay.
We'll do 4
So
shots
next-
throughout the
next
episode for each letter in Kyle's name because he's back.
So like, is there like something going to like jump scare to pop it out, or is like we lining them up and like chugging them right at the beginning?
We'll just, I don't know. We'll figure it out.
What are the
I don't
rules?
have everything. Jeez.
Yeah, like geez. And Dawn Marie.
So my husband went to the LCBO, and now I'm scared to go because when I pick up a case of drinks, I don't know if it's gonna taste like asshole or not. I got the Social Light vodka sodas. This one is watermelon, and I also have a
Ooh, is it
kiwi
good?
one. It's not too bad. It does not taste like that other shit. But also, I got socks with it.
Woo!
Ooh.
Look at little
I thought that was gonna be full of booze. I was like, that's a fun way to package it.
No, not quite. But it's in case my
Oh,
toes get cold for some reason.
Instead of like
okay.
a cozy for
drinking.
your drink, you have just a
Yeah.
sock. You just put a sock around it.
Sock over it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said that booze you
I
bring it
didn't even
like
know until I
walking
opened
down
the
the
case,
street.
and then all of a sudden these socks were there, and I was like, "All right, like free stuff."
Free socks. Yeah, like that's like $10 you didn't have to pay. Like socks are so
Yeah.
fucking expensive.
Everything is
No,
so
it's
fucking
because
expensive.
you only keep one, because once you wash them, one fucks off every time. You never know where it goes, into the abyss.
Don't wash them.
You just dirty. So you don't have to worry.
Just don't wash them. Yeah. Like it's not that hard. Just don't wash them.
Yep.
All right, we'll have dirty socks.
So how do we want to introduce this week's episode?
Hey, we're not picking a topic. Dawn Marie was like, hey. So like little backstory, Dawn Marie was like perusing for whatever the fuck she's doing, and she's like, hey, let's rate dildos, alien dildos. And we're like, okay, cool. That sounds like fun. And so we all picked our own. It's a secret. We all secretly picked our own and we tried them out. And now we are going to discuss them.
Yay!
Right? Is that what happened?
Yeah, that's what happened.
Along
That's
those
our
lines,
introduction.
I was on Amazon, and then I was like, hey, guys, do you remember those, like, sex toys? And you guys were like, yeah. And I was like, okay, cool. Why don't we rate sex toys? And then someone was like, let's make them the really crazy ones. And I was like, yeah, let's do that, because I'm down for crazy sex toys. And that's how that came about.
Yeah.
So we
It was a
just
group
rolled with
effort,
it.
but
Yeah.
yeah. That was yes.
Because I like sex
So
toys.
there was a rating system. I thought we were doing like it was like a DILDO plus like what would you rate it out of stars, right? Is that what we
Something like
decided?
that.
Yeah, we just
Yeah. It was so D diameter, I innovation, so like all the things you can do with it that's not sex. L length, D design, and O for like how was your O, and then an overall
yes.
out of 5 stars. Yeah.
So who wants to go first?
I can go first. Mine's right here. Okay.
Oh wait,
Listen.
Okay.
Are we gonna do it like we all do the D's and then we all do the I's, or is it just gonna be one person goes through it all and gives their star rating and then the next person goes?
Oh, let's do it all at one, and then we talk questions, like Q&A, and then
Okay.
Okay. All right. So, YouTube exclusive. Thank God we're like no kids. Okay. So,
Yeah. So,
bam.
if you want to see them, oh my
Well,
god!
I have it open on Amazon, and I apparently don't know what the things are. I don't know how to tell math or something. Okay, so when I ordered it, it says that it is 2 inches like thick
So
here,
that's
and I
like
feel
girth.
like girth. Yeah. So diameter is 7.8, the whole thing to the base here. And then it's 2 inches over here, and then down here is 3. And I'm like, I feel like that's a lie, because like for inch, you do like from knuckle to knuckle. I'm trying to like, and it's like it's like 3 already. Like it's a lie. They lied.
Yeah, it looks big.
It is huge. It's heavy. Like it's not so my experience trying to use it did not go very well. Okay. So I didn't use it alone. I used it with a friend, and which is Kyle. And like we like pre-gamed and everything. Like this is not something we stressed like rushed. We're like, oh, we planned it. Like we're like, okay, like so much pre-gaming, and it just wouldn't go in. Like I tried so hard. I like lifted my leg like up and like tilted my pelvis. I was like, okay, maybe if I dislocate something, and it still wouldn't
Unhinged
go.
her hips like the jaws of
It
like a
wouldn't
snake.
go
Like,
in. And I was like, and then they're like the reviews are like, oh, like this is not for like beginners. I didn't read the reviews until after. And I was like, oh, well, I'm not a beginner. I still don't understand. Like they're like, it's huge. Like, yeah, it's huge, but I'm not a beginner. Like
yeah,
I was like,
like those kind of toys.
yes, and it was
Literally.
and like all these like grooves for like the design and whatever, it was not comfortable. Like it's aggressive. Like they're not as soft as like they should be. Like it's extremely aggressive. Like and like the design is it's an adult sex toy for man or couple. Like not for women apparently. This is just for ribbed for his pleasure.
Yeah.
Not hers. Like I think my like vagina canal thing is like way too sensitive for this monster. So nothing. It
Nothing.
was I got nothing. Like it kind of like made it almost not happen, or like, okay, just fucking let's get rid of it because this is causing me so much discomfort.
Okay, you can't get rid of it because we are now gonna put it on the Patreon for like $5,000. You should sign it.
Okay.
And then if someone wants
Was
to
attempting
buy
to be in my vajay.
like OL merch. I'm not saying you actually have to do that, but
Yeah.
but like that's what eventually after feet pics, we'll just like try bad dildos.
Yeah,
and
let's
then
like
tell them $5. If someone paid me $5,000 for mine, I'd be like, yeah.
When we do our bookstore, I can put this in like a plexiglass and like people can just like go for it. And I just want to give my list of things that I figured I could do with it because I obviously can't use it as a sex toy. I have a toilet brush. Like it gets in there. I feel like with its grooves, like it can get in real good. A shower brush. Like again, lots of nice. A foot massager. So when it's on the floor, like you know when you're like rolling it and stuff, it has these like really things in it. A closet organizer because like it's and like it has like you can like put the hangers or like necklaces or something.
That's so smart.
And like a dog tooth cleaner toy because like they chew on it and it gets in like the like where they need it. And then a cat stationary, like you know how like they love to rub their faces on it. So like you put it there and they're just like purr. And then I have a jar water bottle cleaner, like it will fit and it will scrub. It's good. And then I have like top shelf gripper because again it's the hook and I can like grab stuff and like bring it down. And then I also have I have home defense because this is like it really got damage. Like so overall, it's worth the money. I can't look up the price anymore because it's no longer available. But like, I think if I use it for all these things, it's worth it.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah. It's like, what else would I use this for?
Okay, so how many stars would you rate it then?
1. Maybe 2. I would not recommend. So this got 3.6 stars on Amazon. And I was like, I guess maybe they're using it for things that aren't what it's supposed to be for because, like, I don't know. I'm sure people are fine with the aggressiveness of it, but like for me, it was like not a good time. Like even like Kyle tried, like he was like, okay, let me see what I can do on my end. Like he was just like down there, like fucking like doing math or something. I'm not sure.
He's measuring the diameter.
Yeah, he was like, I don't know, like Tetris. I don't know what he was doing, but like there was no. It was fun. It was like we had a lot of fun. Like that was just like it was fun, but not sexy.
Yeah.
Like we were having too much fun because then like shops started to close up. You know, like you're like, oh fuck, like now it's not gonna work because it's trying to be like, no, it's closing time.
The automatic doors are shutting. Like,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, no, no, thank you. So
Okay.
Nice.
that's my. Oh, it's 9-inch dragon dildo, clear monster dildo with strong suction cup for hands-free play. Big dildo adult for dildo for man or couple.
It's just man or couple.
Yeah. All right. Who would like to go next?
All right, I'll go next. Dun, 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 dun.
I like how much color is in that.
Like tie-dye.
It's like pink and blue, which makes it come off as like purplish because of it. And I realized like because it's like has two different ways. Like you can either do it this way or this way, but this is the natural way, like kind of limp, but like
It's more sturdy that way. Yeah.
Yep. It's got like little swivels. This is like corn on the cob, like the ripples over here.
Ooh, yeah.
Yes, and then other here is like girthy. There's a knot. This is what it's called, the knot. Like at the base, there's like a
thicker part.
yes that you have to like kind of go over, which I couldn't. So
why are they making these? These are made by men. Like these are not made by women.
I read some books that females have written, and it's yeah.
Fantasy is different than reality.
Yeah,
folks.
like it's definitely like.
But people want to try, okay? And we're not gonna discourage that. They can do what they want. But yeah, this is 8 inches, so that is length. Girth, I'm gonna say is like 2, 3 at the knot, 2 at the base or the tip, whatever. I don't know. Color, already said. What was the other ones? Design.
The design, overall design. What do you think of it?
Like corn, but like not. It looks like an alien penis or a tongue with corn. I don't know. Like it's hard to describe. Okay.
It's a corn tongue.
It's fucking muscle. It looks like a giant fucking muscle. Like
to be fair, it kind of looks like a giant like cat penis almost, like the little pink triangle shape.
Right?
But it doesn't have the like
tongue too. Like
yeah, it doesn't have the
like,
anchor though. Like a cat like a cat penis has it so like the woman can't like get away. Like it has like
the hook.
Yeah, that doesn't have the hook.
Knot part's for. It's like you go over it like a dog, you know, like it has that end, and then it's like you can't until
I gotcha.
Releases.
Yeah, good luck escaping. Ha ha ha.
Yeah, like it's my rape toy.
Yeah, the rape muscle. Like that.
Other uses. I couldn't really think of many except like stress relief. Like,
oh, that's a good idea. Yeah.
Like I'm angry at my husband and like I can't break his penis. So I'll just like, you know.
Oh, that's what I'm gonna keep this by my computer. That's like a really good idea. Like, fuck, I'm just like, yeah.
Yeah. What was the other ones?
The big O.
Length is 8 inches. We said that right?
Like
from root to tip, it's 8 inches. Color, the other things. Oh, the O. Okay, let's get into that.
The overall experience, yeah.
So yeah, I can only get to here, guys. Like I couldn't get to the knot.
It's not a competition. It's okay.
Listen, I brought in friends with it too. I was like, hey, we need reinforcements, and not the humankind. We brought in other. I got like the massager, the wand, you know, the hockey wand.
Oh yeah, I got
bringing
that.
her in to try to get the flows going, to like open the flower. It wasn't going. It was not happening. So you only get halfway through. I only get 4 inches in. It worked.
You only need 4 inches. It's fine. Yeah.
I mean, like it needed friends. You can't expect an O with it just itself. but like with the friend, it got me there. It was something to clench onto. I don't know.
Yeah, like keep those like Kegel. It could be a Kegel strengthener.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah,
it's
and
for
like you walk
internal
around.
exercises.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you walk around to like hold it in, like to make sure it doesn't fall. And you see how many steps you can get before it
Yeah.
flops. Duh.
Yeah.
Multiple
I
uses.
would not use this for the back door though. I didn't even attempt to try it, but apparently a lot of people have on the reviews.
Oh my gosh.
Don't do it. I don't even want to know.
Oh
But
my
I would
gosh.
not suggest that.
You could try this. I'll mail it to you and you can try this one for your
Oh my God.
bum.
When I was looking at these, there was one that had like this, but like a second thing, like a skinnier one for the back door. And I was contemplating grabbing that one, to be honest. I was like, oh, like you might as well win in Rome.
Yeah.
But I didn't.
Next
so-
time we'll do
penetration.
anal toys. Our next sex review toy episode, we'll do anal toys.
I have some, so I'm game. I actually got.
You're
a new
like,
one
I
when
don't
bought
even need
this.
to buy any. I have the
No.
perfect amount to rate. Yeah.
No, I got some toys. Like this was not the only thing I bought when I was buying stuff. So, price point was $20. That's how much this was. It was cheap. It worked to an extent. I did not stick it to the wall, by the way, guys. That did not happen. I just, internally just did it myself. Yeah. So overall, I give it I don't know, 4 stars.
4 stars. Nice.
4
Nice.
stars.
Yeah.
4
Like, 'cause I
stars
did
with
get
friends.
some of it in.
Yeah.
And I'm
with
sure.
friends. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure if I, practiced, I could probably get there. I don't know.
Oh my
We'll
gosh.
see.
Like
We'll
those
come back in a
earrings.
year.
Yeah. We'll check in a year how far you got.
Yeah. And if not, like I said, great stress reliever.
Yeah.
See, it's mine.
Awesome.
Oh, and I
Okay.
named him Carl. This is
Carl.
He looks
Okay.
like a Carl.
He does
He looks
kind of
like
like
a Carl.
alien Carl. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there you go. And he's now gonna chill here.
Those are 2 very hard reviews to like. I should have gone first, I feel like.
I was so excited. I'm like, no, guys, I've been waiting to do this episode. I want to go first. I'm too excited.
Okay, so I had trouble picking. So Dawn ended up sending me like 5 different options, and I sent those options to Chris. And I said, Chris, pick a dildo for me. The good husband, as always, just did that. And this is what he picked. I'm gonna read the description and then I'll show it. Dragon. Why is this in French? Oh my god, that's why you picked it, isn't it? Wait, why is it? Why is this all in French right now? Okay, wait. Is it all in? No. Wait. Why? It okay, it apparently is in French. That's probably why he picked it. Okay, dragon dildo for women. Adult for adult monster realistic with barbs. I'm trying to translate. I don't know. Monster dildo for women. And this is it.
Ooh,
This is what he chose for
cute.
me.
Spiky.
Oh my
Oh.
god!
It looks like when you're in the ocean and like it's like a ocean plant, coral. It looks like coral reef. It's cute.
Now it's very
This is Carl's
soft.
cousin.
Oh my gosh,
like-
look at that. Whoa, it's bendy.
It flew away. Very okay, so diameter, is that the first D?
Yes,
Yeah.
diameter.
Okay, so yeah, so it is here the main part, it's 2.08 inches in diameter, and then the base is 3.54 inches. It does have very good suction. If you suction this thing, it's not likely to come off, which I was actually surprised because it seems very like flat
Yeah,
suction-y,
it
but it's
does,
very
yeah.
wide, and it was like
Nice.
it's not going anywhere. For length, it is 7.8 inches, but that won't matter. You're not getting it that far. for those that have listened to episodes before, I don't generally need like insert when I masturbate. I tend to just keep everything on the outside. So it was a different experience, and this material and everything, and like the dragon scales as they're called, because it's supposed to be a dragon dick, I guess. This probably, especially with the silicone material, would probably have been better if it was like a grinder. Like, have you seen like
Oh,
the grinders?
yes.
Yeah, and I feel like this part like felt like great as a grinder, but like inserting it was like, ugh, you know, like, it's dangerous. For innovation, because of the great suction ability, a door stopper.
Oh, yeah. Great
Yeah.
idea. Yeah.
Very, I feel like that was I didn't write a whole list. I didn't think of more than one for dildos, but door stopper was my choice. And yeah, for orgasm, it happened, but that's because I used it as a grinder. So you know, and like the worst part is the ad doesn't even have, it has two ratings. One is a 5-star and one is a 1-star, and the 1-star person didn't write anything. Okay, so it ends up with
It was like, no.
2.4 stars. I'm like, okay. It was $20, same.
Price point,
And yeah. Did I get all the letters?
Length,
I
you
think,
did
yeah,
length,
you
yeah.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Okay.
the
The design is cool.
Yeah, I like the design.
Yeah. It's new. It's
I
different.
have actually one more innovation. I have kept it on my desk because I'm like getting ready to review. And my kids sometimes come in my room. They haven't really noticed it. But I also keep it like right around my Pokemon. So I feel like it just matches the aesthetic.
It's like home decor.
Yeah, like a Dratini. Yeah,
It's like a little
Dratini house,
crystal.
a gym.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
house
there's another
decor.
one for mine. Like a bookshelf like holder, like, you know, like a bookend.
Like
bookend.
book?
Oh my
Yeah.
god, you should get all dildos for bookends.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, great idea.
Our
bookstore.
I'd rate this a 2.
I was generous with mine. I was like a 4, whatever. I did it.
I know, you're like, yeah, it was great. I was like fucking 1. Well, because I like have other ones that like do the
Are
job.
better.
Like
Mm.
I'm better at the job. Have you watched that, since you said like the door stopper, have you watched that TikTok or whatever where you like the door stopper also, if you hold it down, it's also a door, like holds the door closed.
A door
like, what the
stopper.
fuck? Like, that's not fair.
I saw that TikTok.
Like it holds it open. I was like, I thought it was just a music thing, you know, like dung, 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 like that was its only other purpose. But apparently it actually has a purpose, and it's to hold doors open. I was like, holy
That's
fucking
crazy.
shit. The more you know. Yeah.
I feel like so much stuff was never explained to me. Like, why is that there? I never learned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never learned. So while we were sitting here, I discovered a new use for this. There was a moth against my screen, so I kind of just like held this bitch back and went donk, and then so, like it just went like I went. Well, so it has so many uses. A weed grinder. I'm sure I could smush up my weed like
corn cosplay.
Like
So
we're unicorns.
Come on, Don.
Big for my head.
Come on, Don. Yeah.
It's like weighing my neck down. Like it hurts. Like I feel like mine's too heavy. It needs to be hollow. Oh, it needs a light. You know how there's like those fun, like little flashy strobe lights? That'd be so much fun inside. Like, like bring it to like music festivals. Like, yeah.
You're holding up.
I feel like for
dildos,
fun,
just
it's lots
swinging
of
them
fun.
around.
Yeah, it's Pride
like
Month. We'll have so much
trophies.
fun.
Like, just hand them off as trophies.
Number
Like,
one
you
dick. I could
succeeded.
put like a plaque on it. Yeah,
Yeah.
like you did a good job, dickhead.
Yeah.
I feel
Just
like
carry
yeah,
it
mine's
around with
pretty
you
boring.
forever.
I think maybe I could. I feel like maybe I can paint it, like to make
Maybe.
it prettier, but then it'll wash off,
Yeah.
or like not wash off because I'm never using it, but like it.
How would you design your ultimate fantasy dildo?
Oh,
Like, are you asking us or are you like asking the audience? Like,
I'm asking
Yes,
you
okay.
guys.
So definitely okay. Something smaller. It doesn't need to overpower. Like it doesn't need to be like, like
big fist?
really 2 fingers wide is good enough. Like that. And then like it's warm. Like and then it like is not attached to a thing, so I don't have to do any work. Like one of those like
Oh, the fuck machine?
those machines.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't have to do any work. It doesn't have to have any special design. Maybe a few little like
Ribbles,
movable
like nice
parts,
ribbles.
like like
The corn thing,
like the beads,
works,
like the
by
ones
the
with
way.
like the beads.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
it's your
like the corn
fantasy
things that, like
dildo.
movable.
It's
Yeah,
your
like
fantasy
it
dildo.
moves around inside. Yeah.
So what is it gonna
I feel
look
like just a
like?
fucking massage. I'm like thinking of massager. like, oh, like it's nice. Like, oh, it's a nice massage. Yeah, no, I think just a basic design, like clear is fine. Like it doesn't have to be anything special.
So it's gonna look like a regular penis almost.
And of all the classes you
just
choose,
like
human?
not even. It's not even a human. It doesn't even look like a dick. It's just like a rod. Like it just like it has like a tool. It's just a tool. Like what is the like? It looks like a hot dog. I guess I don't know. Like,
It's a machine. Like you're like a
sausage?
robot. Actually, that's
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, like
AI penis.
Oh my gosh, yes. And then they leave after. It's fucking perfect. Like, oh, I paid you. Go away, robot. Do you guys remember that movie? What was it? It was AI with that kid robot, and then there was like the sex robot, and then he just leaves. Like that seems perfect.
Is that the one with like the kid from Sixth Sense?
Yes,
he
yeah,
plays
yeah.
a robot,
And like he's looking for the blue fairy. Yeah,
yeah. I can't remember what it's called, but I know what movie you're talking about.
it's
I
AI.
have no idea.
Oh, is that what it's called?
It's called AI. And like there's like these robots, and then like they are like this guy, like they have artificial intelligence. Like he's like learning, he's like thinking for himself, like real artificial intelligence, not AI we get now. That's not artificial intelligence, guys. Like, sorry to tell you, quit using the wrong words. But it's actual, like he starts learning. So he's a computer program, obviously in his head to be a child. And then he starts learning, and then he's abandoned. I forget why. I think they're freaked out or something. And then he's just looking to become a real boy. So he's like searching, and it's like years go by, and then finally he's still not a real boy. He's just a fucking robot. He doesn't churn. The Robin Williams movie, there was one where he was like a robot. Yeah. Where he like is also artificial intelligence, where he like gets a conscience, like, and then he falls in love, and then they die together. That's a sweet romantic movie.
Yeah.
But it's like, also weird. It is though, because like he falls in love with the child, so it's kind of like gross. Like it's
ew.
Like she's an adult, but like it's the child he like was like he was their butler or whatever, and like she was the child of the house. But then like he goes off, and then he comes back, and she's a grown up. And then they fall in love, which is really
These
gross.
all
It's
sound like
Celine Dion.
children's stories that they just were like, what if robots?
What
It's
if
either
robots?
Pinocchio
Yeah,
or
I like
Peter
robots,
Pan or yeah. It reminds me of Detroit Become Human.
What's Peter Pan robot?
Oh, you just said like he
what's
falls in
that
love
one?
with she's a child and then comes back and she's an adult. That's literally Peter Pan with Wendy. And then he falls in love with Wendy's like granddaughter because he's like, you're too old now.
Yeah, you're like an old bitch. Oh
He
yeah,
just
'cause
didn't
when he's in
age.
Hook. Yeah. Yeah, because he was a child. Yeah.
But I was gonna say like a lot of those stories also remind me of like Detroit Become Human, if you've ever played that game, because it's like set in the future where like the robots are very humanoid and the AI is more advanced, but now the robots are breaking through the AI, like their AI is breaking through the commands, so they're starting to gain like free will in a way, and it's like, they're starting to unionize, and they're like, we have
Oh
rights.
no, not union.
They're like, you can't treat us like slaves anymore. And they do have a part where they do have like brothels where they're all like sex robots, but then two of the robots fall in love and don't want to be like sex robots anymore and murder the John and try to run away. And you have to decide, are they human? Like, are they machines? Are they feeling actual things? What do you do?
Imagine like the self-checkout machine at Walmart. It's like, hey, welcome back, Jessica. I missed you. What are you doing after this?
You know what? That would be fine if like building a rapport with it gave me a discount. You know, like that would be okay.
Yeah, it's like, hey, can you
hey.
pretend I didn't?
Yeah, hey, self-checkout number 6. You know, I'm back again.
Oh, my Walmart has gotten like they've started watching what I'm doing every single time I go in. So like when I do the scanning, they have a thing to watch to make sure I've scanned it, and then they like
Yeah, we
are
have cameras
watching
in
to see if
ours.
like I'm pulling everything out of my like buggy, and I'm like, oh, did you want to do this? Like if you're just stand here and watch me. Like, here, did you want to do this? Like, oh, I just want to like make sure you're not like messing up. And I was like, then you should do it. It's just like,
well, it's true. It's like we're not getting paid. Like, okay, if you want me to be a checkout person, you should either pay me or like give me a discount on what I'm getting. Like, I feel like if you use self checkout, they should add like a 10% discount to everything you purchase. Like that should just be
yeah,
it.
their employee discount.
Yeah.
They should offer you the employee discount. Because you're doing all the work. And then and then the superstore now has it where you have to take everything out of your cart, and it can only be 25 items. And then they have a locked gate kind of thing you have to wait to open while you're going out. And then there's like plexiglass everywhere, like as you're walking out, so you can't like grab stuff or something. I don't know. Like they're like, no one's stealing from us ever again. Like it's very like, but they're stealing from people. I feel like it's unfair.
It's so
I
ridiculous.
just go to they're putting all more money into the self-checkouts instead of just hiring people to do cashiers. Like it, just hire cashiers instead of spending like that money could have been 2 people.
Like whatever.
No,
like,
I love it.
Is,
So I don't have to talk to people.
But I think that they should still obviously have some cashiers for like people that aren't able to like do the self-checkout and pay them a living wage.
Yeah.
That's what I think. But like you can still have self-checkout and whatever, but like pay people a living wage, and then
and hire
their
more
own
people.
employees probably won't even steal.
Well, like, and they all have insurance to like protect anything that is stolen that they pay like millions of dollars into anyway. Like, I hate Walmart now because everything's locked. You have to like wait 20 minutes for a fucking person to unlock the thing for you to like, and depending on what it is, you have to purchase it before you're allowed to walk around more. Like, and stupid shit too. Like, for Father's Day, I made a Chris likes to collect sports cards and stuff, so I made a flower bouquet, but it was all like sports cards. And I had to spend like 20 minutes at Walmart waiting outside this locked glass for an associate to come and unlock it for me, which was super fun when it's like, this was $20. Like, you put a $20 item behind a locked piece of glass. Like, what
Are you
the fuck
serious?
is wrong with you? Yeah, the pack of cards, $20.
They locked that up.
Yeah,
Like,
they have their razors locked up too and shit.
I thought it was cold medicine you were waiting for.
No, I was waiting for
Yeah,
hockey cards.
Jeez.
Hockey cards. Yes.
Actually, I thought she was like getting like one of those $200 like headphones that they have to like
No,
lock up.
$20 hockey cards.
Oh man, no, it's not good.
That's
Like,
that's
dude,
ridiculous.
if crime is that bad, pay people.
Yeah, maybe don't be part of the problem. Quit overcharging people. Like, fight for proper costs for things.
Also, like, who the fuck is stealing hockey cards? Okay, like, they're not even that great. No offense to Chris, man. I know he's loving his card thing, but what I'm saying is, like, it's not even worth that much yet. What's the point of stealing them?
He found 2 $5 cards, like, that were worth $5 out of that. So it's like, awesome. Like, that was
That's
worth
great.
20 minutes of my time. Thank you, Walmart.
Yeah.
And the worst part is Walmart is the good choice right now because I'm currently boycotting Loblaws. So I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm limited.
It's interesting. Although, like,
Yeah.
today I got to pick my own strawberries, so that was nice. I didn't have to buy them from anybody. I don't think I saved any money, but they are cruelty free.
I don't know. They're punishing you, so that seems a little
oh
cruel.
My gosh. Yeah. And like I was able to get like 20 pounds of strawberries today. There's more that can be done in a few days, but like a lot of them were half eaten by like moles and stuff. Like, and I don't mind sharing with wildlife, like that's cool, but like they could have stuck with the same strawberry and finished it, but instead it's like nibble here, nibble there, and walk away and come back for a different one. Like, it was,
they're eating it like toddlers. Like, when they grab an apple, take 2 bites, grab another apple, take 2 bites.
Yeah. Okay, I'm done with it. So like, I don't mind sharing, but don't just, and then it's always like the juiciest ones. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be a good fucker. Look how big, red, like the deepest red I've ever seen. And then I go pick it and turn it around, it's half gone. You motherfuckers. Like, I was like, oh man.
They thought the same thing you did. They're like, oh, this is a juicy motherfucker. We're gonna eat it.
Yeah, but like, eat the whole thing. Take it back to your family. Like, don't come back later. Take it with you.
They come back
They're
later
running
and they're
away
like,
from their
where did
family.
it go? Who took it?
Like, they don't remember.
Like,
Yeah.
they're like, well, you took it. They come
did.
back and they're like, I left this here for a late night snack and someone moved it. Which one of you fuckers? And they're turning on all their mole friends.
Yeah. I was like, here you go, guys. But they were good. They were good. Like, usually when you get strawberries, there's no flavor because they pick them while they're like pink and then they like ripen while they're in travel. So I wasn't getting fucked by grocery store. So it was good.
Yeah.
Big strawberry. You didn't get fucked by big strawberry.
No, I did not get fucked by big strawberry. So that's good. I rate that a 5. And then like I was like, oh, I'm gonna make whipped cream with it, and then I was like, oh, 3 cups of cream isn't that much, like that's nothing. And then I whipped it and I was like, holy shit, this is too much. There's too much
You
whipped
should have
cream.
done like half a cup.
I was
half a
like,
cup.
no, I was like, yeah, but I was like, oh
It
man,
expands, right? With the air, it like
yeah,
puffs. Yeah.
yeah. So I was like, I was doing like, oh, because the recipe is like 1 cup. I was like, oh, 1 cup. That's like only half a cup for each person. Like, that's nothing. And then so I did 2 cups. I was like, okay. Then I was like, oh, there's only a cup left. I was like, 3 cups isn't. I ate it like ice cream.
Yeah, exactly.
That hurts my tummy just thinking of that.
It's not
My
too
lactose
sweet.
intolerant stomach. Is
Oh
like,
yeah,
no.
the cream. Yeah, like the best thing
Yeah, I
about
can't.
homemade whipped cream is like there's really no sugar. There's like 2 tablespoons of icing sugar and some vanilla, but like it's way better than the stuff like from the grocery store.
Yeah, I don't eat that stuff either. I can't. Like, my stomach is so bad now. I think it's just old age. But I have to drink oat milk and almond milk now, just because any real dairy, I can't even eat cheese, guys. Cheese hurts my tummy. I know, the blasphemy. I'm
Cheese
like,
hurts all of our tummies, Dawn.
It does. You just
You
power
just
through.
take it.
I can't. I'll end up like Sonya with poop madness.
Oh
and
my
I'll die.
god.
Worth
Like
it.
I can't eat anything. And that's like, oh my gosh. So and spaghetti, I can't like, but I will eat it. I don't give a shit. And like after I eat spaghetti, I'm like, it's not poop madness, it's just really bad pains. So, like it's poop madness pains without the relief. Like it's like it's fantastic. And Kyle's like, why do you keep eating the spaghetti or whatever? He's like, you need to eat other stuff. I'm like, I don't want to. And then so he stopped debating me on it. He's like, okay, like go have your like after spaghetti cry in the room. Like that's like the routine. I have spaghetti and then I go cry. Like that. It's
What?
fine.
Worth it.
Worth it. And I get so blown. It's like 6 months pregnant. It's fantastic. Like you're like, oh, I could tell Sonya I just had bread today. Like it's whoop.
I'm getting the same thing now too. I'm always like, oh my god, like why do I feel so gross? And I'm like, oh yeah, bread. Like
Right.
it's like I have to always like make sure I'm like I have to eat more protein. I have to eat more protein, but like carbs are so
Carbs.
good.
Yes, so
I
good.
love
Carbs with
I don't care.
cheese.
Oh
Oof,
my
you
god.
got me.
Ugh. And like I made like a toad, like a frog loaf of bread in the beginning of the week, and I ate most of it, and like I shoved it with like Gouda and I melted it, and it was so good. It was just like I'm like eating this poor frog's ass with like Gouda cheese. Like it was
It
so
wasn't
good.
a real frog.
Okay, it was not a real frog. It was bread. He was like a little chonky guy. He was adorable. I made a croquerie board for my kids. It was good.
And I think you posted pictures of that in our Discord.
I did, yes. If anyone wants to see a picture, I don't know. I think I put it in food or something. There's a photo somewhere of it. You could just ask, and I'll just post it again. If you're in our Discord, be like, "Hey, show me that toad," and I will.
I'll leave a link to our Discord below. Join. We have tons of like categories and stuff to talk about, and food is one of our favorite subjects because Sonya always like cook something like frog bread. So
I don't have anything else going on in my life. Well, usually I work, but
okay, you say that, and you're like, you have like a million things to take care of, and you're like, nothing's going on.
I know. Like I'm like, oh, I'm doing nothing. I haven't had a break all week. I'm like, oh, I don't do anything. Like I do so much. I don't like. I'm like the most busiest non-busy person. I'm like,
No,
oh,
I feel
like,
the same. Like I'm doing 100 things. I'm all like, what did I even do today? But I did. Like I did a shit ton of things. But I'm like, ask me what I did, and I'll be like, I don't know.
yeah, no, I don't know. I don't like. It's just mostly just cleaning. Like I keep cleaning,
Right?
and I'm like, why am I even bothering? Like I don't. Nobody's coming over. I don't know why. Usually, like Kyle does all these chores that I've been doing all week, and like the cleaning, just like he doesn't do it the same way I do it. And then so I still do cleaning, but now he's not here, so I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do like a deep clean every single day, and like obviously mistakes were made because at least it's clean, I guess. Like it's stupid. I like rearranged my room. I did all these stupid. I was stupid. I wasted my life. I should have
keep
bought more
adding.
dildos. Yeah,
I feel like your issue is you think you're not doing a lot, so you constantly are taking on tasks because you're like, I'm not doing anything. I can do this, and then you're not doing anything.
Yeah,
You're just adding things onto your list of already things you're doing, and
like,
then it's just like, why am I so stressed? I don't
so
understand.
Why am I so stressed and horny? No, it's because I undervalue myself. I think I'm like, oh, like
Yeah.
that's nothing, right? Like, but it is. It's a lot. Like, and it's exhausting. Your brain needing to be functioning all day. I'm like, Kyle's home in 2 days. I'm like, as soon as you get home, like, sure, a hug, but like, I'm going for a nap. Like, you're in charge of all the animals. I'm gonna put headphones on. If they bark, it's on you. Like, he's like, oh, I miss you too. I was like, yeah, fuck, I miss you, but like, I just want you home. Like, just
I want you home for the other people, not for me. Like I just need
yeah.
you to take care of the
Oh my
house.
gosh. Like, and I'm always like, oh, like we were talking before, like, oh, I'm like, oh, I'm a country person, but really I'm not. Like, there was a mouse earlier today, and I'm like, oh my God, I miss Kyle so much. So like my dog, one of my big dogs tried to bring in a mouse in his. So if you're squeamish, don't listen for the next 2 minutes. So he comes in, like he tries to come in, and like there's something in his mouth. And I'm like, okay, if you're eating shit, like don't even, like you are not coming into this house, like you're not coming into this room. And then he's like, I felt around his teeth, he didn't have anything. And then like he's getting into the room and about to go to the bed, and then there's like he adjusts what's in his mouth, and something comes halfway out.
Oh.
And then I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, Rocket, outside, buddy. Come on, come on, come on. Don't drop it. Come on. Like, let's go outside. And then he goes outside, and then he like just plops it on the deck. And like this thing is so fucking soggy. And like it's just like trying to live, but it can't. And I was like, oh my gosh. And he wants it, but I'm like, no. And I'm like, I can't deal with this. Like, where's Kyle? Like, please come home. I can't deal with this stuff. Like, I'm like, yeah, I'm a country person. It's great. I'm not a country person. I am a city girl. I'll always be a city girl. And then I was like, okay, I'll let the other dogs out to take care of it. Cause like, I'm like, he needs to like he's suffering. Like, that's making me sad. And then nobody touched it, nothing. And then so I had to take care of it. It was, I don't like
I always say I'm a city girl that loves green space. Like
yeah, I should have just got some fucking plants, not moving across province. Like
2 years. 2 years.
I already knew I was a city girl when you were like, you should come over here. I'm like, there is no way in fucking hell could I do that. I don't like the outdoors. I like the indoors. I don't even like camping. Okay, like mine is like glamming or glamping, whatever it's called.
Yeah,
you know, like in a cottage with indoor plumbing. That is my idea of camping, not that tent shit. No. So when you said, oh yeah, you should move to New Brunswick, I was like, fuck no. No, I know my limits. That ain't it.
I love it. I love it so much. I'm like, oh, like I had a rough week, but every time I go outside, the chickens run towards me like I'm like their favorite person. They're like yelling at me, running as fast as they can just to like come hang out and pick bugs at my feet. Like it's so I'm like, oh, okay, this is worth it. The strawberries worth it. The like pickles we make worth it. But it's just so much work. I'm like, I need to like hire people. Like I need like migrant workers.
Farm hands. Yeah.
Farm hands. Yeah. The government allows that. I feel so bad for those people. Like if they get so fucked over, like they do have to get paid a livable wage, like the minimum wage, but then they take out extra for food and board where they're like end up with like nothing. And then they're like, oh, I can't find another job because then they'll like deport me. So it's really shitty. And I don't think it should be a thing, not because people are taking the jobs, but because they are getting taken advantage of and like abused pretty much. Like same with like Tim Hortons. So like now it's not just farmhands. It is like Tim Hortons, and there was like the factory workers and stuff like that. And like Tim Hortons, they provide like lodging too, like where you have to live in their places that they own. So like you're getting nothing. And then
well, if you're a migrant worker working for a lot of these organizations, like a lot of the times they have to sponsor you, which means being in control of where you live and stuff like that.
Non-existent.
Yeah.
It's indentured servants. That's what indented. Oh my God, I can't pronounce it, but you know what I mean. Like it's so shitty. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel so like, and I don't think it should be a thing, not because I don't think these people should have jobs, but I think because they are getting taken advantage of. Like it's when people are like, oh damn, foreigners. I'm like, yeah, they shouldn't be here. Not because I agree with you, but because of they're being abused. And
like the reason they're getting the jobs is because they're accepting that they know they're gonna make $2 an hour at the end of the day.
Yeah, like
that's like, do you want to? If you want to make $200 an hour at the end of the day, like go, like someone will hire you.
Yeah, you have no free money whatsoever. Like you're overworked and you can't really take too much time off because they'll fire you and you lose your house. Like it.
And a lot of these people send money home. So
Or
it's
they
like
bring
those that $2 an hour, they're sending back home. They're not, getting
Yeah.
shit. And the government just lets that because that's what the economy rides on. Like
Yeah.
half the US economy that is all like illegal, not even migrant workers, but illegal immigration workers. Like they just hire people illegally so they can't have any control. And it's just like if you took that away, the economy would fucking tank, which is hilariously sad.
Yeah. And like people don't understand that. They're just like, oh, get rid of all these like migrant, immigrants, foreigners. Like they're so rude about it. And just like, you don't understand how the world works. Like you let this happen. Like your parents let this happen and you just stood by and now you're tired of it. You waited like decades. Like people have been fighting it for years, but you're like, no, it's not my problem. And now you're just racist. Like you are the only thing you're complaining about. You're not complaining about the system. You're complaining about the people who need to use the system. Like it.
Yeah. Fight systems, not people.
Exactly. And funny because like a few weeks ago, there's also the schooling where like you come for school and those people have to lie a lot of the times how much money they have. And like Kyle was going on this tangent and stuff. I'm like, you sound like a conservative. He's like, what? Like he was so offended. I was like, well, like you're saying these people shouldn't be here. And he's like, no, the system. It's the system. I was like, you need to reword it because like you're pissing me off. Like I'm about to like not talk to you for a while. But like
I get that with Chris too. Like he'll say something and then I'll like have to like reframe it. Like I'm like, this is a valid thing to be upset about. It's just make sure your anger is targeted in the right places.
Yeah.
So
yeah, Kyle has this new like he's in this new phase of his life, his like rage era. And now he's like obsessed. Like he always I'm like, okay, like you've been negative for like the last few hours. Let's like maybe talk about board games or something. I'm like always I'm good to like and like I was like, okay, like we're like around the kids, so maybe like let's not have that negativity around them. But he's like he gets so in it. So like his autism hyperfixation right now is the world's on fire. So like he can't like not talk about it. I'm like it's like let's watch My Little Pony, okay? Like let's relax a little bit.
See Rainbow Dash there? Just watch Rainbow Dash. Come on now.
Yeah, let's calm down a little. Like let's pick this up tomorrow. Your heart is too old.
People need to realize too, like feeling joy is a revolutionary act when the world is not joyful. So sometimes you need those moments like to be a fucking person.
Take them when you can. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I was like, oh, I'm dealing with the kids right now, like their negativity, and I can't deal with your negativity right now. But like, he deserves to be heard, like you know what I mean, like so,
it's a balancing act.
Yeah, it's like, listen, like, give me 5 minutes, going for a nap.
Yeah.
Oh, and he went like camping. We'll talk about it later. Not on the show. That's for Patreon.
Ooh.
It's not on our Patreon though, but we usually talk most crap about family on Patreon because our families aren't going to pay for that content ever.
No, that would require supporting us.
Yeah,
like what?
Yeah. So it's safe. It's safe. Although we're pretty sure we've had a few negative reviews and we're pretty sure it's family. Like that, like it's not average listeners, it's family. So like next time, guys, if you're gonna give us a negative review, tell us why, man. And whose family you are.
Like, we're debating, we're not sure.
Coward.
Yeah, like you don't have to give us your name. Just say like whose family it is. Like that's all you have to do. Like that it's not like what podcaster. You don't have to say what side of what family, just like what podcaster's family are you part of? Because we're all like, oh, it's us. So we'd like to know.
Not me. I'm not like anything. All my family's dead. Like no one's coming after me.
They're ghosts. They downloaded Spotify.
I don't know. Dave's sister. She's a nice.
No. Yeah. I don't even think she knows I have a podcast. To be honest,
like she's so up her own ass. She's just like, yeah. Oh my.
And if you're not part of our family, you could always like give us a positive review if you like us too. Help combat
Yeah.
our family's
Yeah,
negativeness.
help us. Yeah, like, but if you generally don't like us, that's cool. Like, we're not for
Yeah.
everybody. But like, if you're gonna give us a bad rating, tell us why.
Yeah.
Like, I'd like to know what we're doing wrong. Like, let us know what direction we're going in. But honestly, we're probably not gonna change. But like, let us know so we kind of be like, oh, like, I see what's happening. But like,
Yeah. Like
yeah,
it's for science.
for science, let us know
Yeah.
why you don't like us. Is it Don Marie's voice? Because sometimes I understand.
Yeah. I fucking hate that voice. Oh my god.
She's always
Do,
talking.
do we have any more dildo themed things to discuss before we end this episode?
I decided that this could also be a shoehorn. It has like a nice hook on it. So like I'm just like I think it costs $28. So I'm like, hey, like $20 to not do something. I gotta put googly eyes on it. Oh my gosh. Like right here is the perfect little googly eye. Like he has like a
It can
little
be
happy face.
everything but a dildo.
That's pretty much yes. Yeah. It's
You
not a
should
good time.
draw a cartoon dildo with googly eyes, or like find one, and that can be Becky's male mascot.
Oh my, and he's like 3
Becky
times
the
the size she
Specky.
is. Yeah.
It can be
Like a Goliath. I think I could definitely draw this. This is a pretty basic design.
No, that can be Derek the dildo.
There we go.
Derek-
Becky the Specky and Derek the dildo.
I can draw a Derek the dildo. That seems pretty doable.
Yeah.
She's like, I practice
Derek-
drawing dicks all the
Derek
time.
dildo is pretty doable. That is
That's
his
right.
slogan.
Yeah, like I've been drawing dicks since I was like 12. I think I got this. I can do it.
The
Was the
eyes
guy
might be
super bad?
tough, but I got it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you so much for listening. And again, if you want to hear about all of our family drama, you can find all that on our Patreon, usually in our pre-drinks episodes, available at the $5 tier. But we have fun stuff available even at the $2 tier, and tons of stuff in the back catalog. So if you sign up now, you have 100 hours plus of content waiting for you. Thanks once again to our VIP Patreon, Stephanie Hurst, for hanging in there. And yeah, if you want more sex toy reviews, email us the links. Let us know what you want us to try and review.
Yes, or like tell us what you have tried, the craziest thing you have tried, and let us comment.
Yeah,
like,
if you
want to be
email us, we read
anonymous.
it.
Yeah, like if you want to be anonymous, email us. But like YouTube and Spotify, just like you can leave comments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All the comments, because we love the interaction. And again, join our Discord server. Link is below. We are there all the time. So, well, not Dawn, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
I pop in every very once in a while, like randomly.
but there's lots. Excuse me. But there's lots going on there. So
Yeah.
check it out. Join the conversation. And we'll see you all next week.
See you next week.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye.